Alright, what's up? I'm Ryan. I'm living in Cambodia.
Making videos about living here, sharing this beautiful country with you.
Starting my day off with a delicious breakfast. This is called Banh Song, and it's a mixture of rice noodles, some meat. We got some pork in here. We got spring rolls in here. Where are you? Come here, you little bastard. Some chopped up spring rolls, nice little crispy texture. Bean sprouts, cucumber, lettuce. Just a mix of vegetables, and it's all in this like coconut, it's kind of sweet coconut sauce. Really tasty stuff. Good way to start the day. As of Monday, November 15th, Cambodia is open for business. If you're vaccinated, fully vaccinated, if you have a PCR test within 72 hours of your flight to Cambodia, and if you arrive at Cambodia, you take a rapid test and you pass that test, then you're free to roam about the country. No quarantine. Giver. This is pretty big news for Cambodia because tourism industry here is big business. So everybody's pretty excited. So to celebrate, I thought we'd do a little bit of a tour of Phnom Penh. I'm gonna show you some of the cool restaurant areas, the cool bar areas, give you a tour of the districts, give you some insider knowledge, show you some tourist attractions, the best, coolest, bestest, coolest places, coolest, bestest in Phnom Penh. That was a meatball. Really good meatball.
Y'all don't know people like this. Y'all don't know people like this. Y'all don't know people like this. Y'all don't know people like this.
So we're starting our tour down by the river. Sorry about that. This is the Toul Sap. Beautiful Riverside. I wouldn't mind actually taking a van, parking it down there, and living in it.
I live in a van down by the river.
As you can see all along here, there's a promenade where people can walk, can exercise, can do whatever they want. Probably a couple kilometers long. Nice and breezy down here. It's a good spot to just walk at night or during the day if you're early in the morning. It does get pretty hot. This peninsula that comes out here, that's the divider between the Toul Sap and the Mekong River, which is just on the other side of it. And I'm sure that's probably why people first settled here, is because of those two rivers meeting right here. Boat tours, take a taxi. You can take a boat tour on this river. You can just jump on a water taxi and just take a cheap little ride. All kinds of cool stuff. There's fishing. You can organize some fishing. They'll take you down the river. They'll cook what you catch. So it's a good spot. Nice feature in Phnom Penh. This building here has a couple of good restaurants. The pizza place that's right along that, 4-piece pizza. Really good pizza, some of the best in the city. So this is right across from the river, and of course from up there you can get nice views of the river. This is my ride, driving, parked illegally, so I'm gonna jump back on the bike and go. Great spot for noodles. They make the noodles fresh, kind of Lanzhou style stretched noodles. Cheap, $3 a bowl, I think. So this is the street here, the next street over, a couple more streets around this area. This is where you get into your kind of seedier shit in Phnom Penh.
I'm writing this down. This is good stuff.
See you later. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Nice guy. So many nice people in Phnom Penh. That's why you should come. One of the reasons, I think it was voted the friendliest place, friendliest locals. I don't know. I'll put it on the screen. It's a good place. Friendly people. Actually, I think this street specifically has girly bars on it. I don't even know what a girly bar is really, but there's a few of those in this section. You'll also find some cheap dorm rooms, $5 a night. A lot of backpackers will stay in this area. Big Easy, nice little bar. And a hostel restaurant. I haven't ate there, but I played some pool there before. Nice spot. Good spot to stay for backpackers too. You'll also find your hippie lettuce, your bobo bush, your Bruce Banner, hidden throughout these bars here. You can just go into the bar and buy it if you want.
You're gonna be doing a lot of doobie rolling when you're living in a van down by the river.
There used to be a lot of happy pizza places, which is pizza served with marijuana on top of it. And they've cleaned that up a lot. It's harder to find now for sure. But of course, you still can find it. It's not that difficult even. But it is, even if you're not a backpacker looking for a cheap accommodation, it's a good place to stay because most of the attractions are around the Riverside area. This is probably actually the highest ground you're going to find in Phnom Penh. It's a pretty flat city, but there's this hill here, and this hill is where Wat Phnom is. It's one of the most important Buddhist temples in all of Cambodia. There's been a Wat on this hill since the 1300s, so it's like super sacred ground. The current one was built, you know, sometime in the 1900s, I believe. But there's always been a Wat up on this hill, and it's all on this big roundabout here. Actually, I have never been up from there. I'll have to check it out one day, make a video about it, but for now we will move on. So supposedly one of these stupas contains an eyebrow from Buddha, which is pretty cool because Buddha's kind of known for having cool eyebrows. So this is the National History Museum. Good little museum if you're into the history of Cambodia. A lot of artifacts. There's a Vishnu head that's pretty cool apparently. I haven't been in there again, but I will one day. One day soon. I'll make a video just for you. There goes Bart Simpson. So it looks like the Royal Palace is also under construction. That's a hell of a job. Putting on a new roof. They got a temporary roof put up so they can put on a new roof by the looks of it. So this is the Royal Palace Park in front of the Royal Palace. All these grounds in here are part of the Royal Palace. So the king lives in the Royal Palace. That's, I think most people probably put that together. You can go in there, you can tour around. Look at this giant stupa they're doing construction on over here. And there's some cool stuff to see. There's a giant golden Buddha, just a nice like green parky area. You can't like see the king's bedroom or anything, but I'm not supposed to be parked here, so people seem to be moving. I'm gonna have to move on. Still got some of those old school pedal cyclos, I think they're called. So this road right here behind me, this is Preah Sihanouk, and it's probably like the main road in Phnom Penh. You can see right above my head there, it's a monument for the former king. And then over here, that's the Independence Monument, and it was built to celebrate the independence from France. And Cambodia is separated from France. So this road here is a divider between the Riverside area, which actually isn't called the Riverside area. I think the official district is called Don Pen, which means like grandmother pen. The Riverside district is kind of more of like a tourist or expat nickname for it. Actual Don Pen area stretches pretty far from the Riverside. The divider between the Riverside and the next district, when you're going south, is this road right here. So over here, we have the Tonal Bassac area. So basically anything east of the monument here, that main road, is the Tonal Bassac area, straight to the river. And anything west of it would be BKK1. The Tonal Bassac area doesn't have a lot of tourist attractions. They do have Naga World, which is a hotel and casino complex. But the only other spot I want to show you in the Tonal Bassac area is a cool little bar district. Let's head over there now and I'll give you some more details. So this is the Bassac Lane area. You could say this whole area is called like Bassac Lane, but it originally started this little alley here. This is the official Bassac Lane, and it's just, I think, a bar sprung up and then another one. They all had success, and it kind of spread out. This bar here is kind of like an Alice in Wonderland theme going on. It's kind of cool. I've been to only like one or two of the places in here. Got little bars down that side street. Cocktail bars, social clubs, Black Rose. This Welsh place I went into, the guy just opened it up. It's pretty cool. The Den is so I was just talking to the owner of the place on the corner. That was kind of like the staple place because it had the big beautiful sign that said Bassac Lane. But they just closed down and they're set to reopen. They're opening up a tapas bar. So from the tonal Bassac area, you cross over Playa Nordam Boulevard, the street right here, and you go past the Skechers, and then you enter into BKK1. Hey, a new food delivery service called Hungry? Never seen this one before. Hungry? Hungry? Hungry. Just gonna pop in here and get a little Sammy. I shouldn't leave my helmet here. Got a couple buns here. I think this is ham, cheese, something. And this is a curry bun. Oh my god, really good. A little bit of sweetness, oily. Inside is the curry. Soft bun. Oh, it smells so good. A little spot, lots of delicious stuff in there. We do bagels. What is it? Oh, it's right here. Bagel and Bakery Sancha. This guy just pranked this girl with a rubber snake. That's pretty funny. So while I'm eating my lunch, let's talk about BKK1. BKK1 is one of the, I would say, fancier, if not the fanciest neighborhoods in Phnom Penh. You got your NGO headquarters here, you got a lot of embassies here, and a lot of expats live in this area. Kind of quieter streets, less like, I think the properties are bigger, so you're not getting as much congestion, and maybe it's a little bit cleaner too. I like it. I actually live in BKK1, so there are a ton of foreign-owned places in this area, which is great for food. You get these, I think these are, they call them, can't read it. It's a curry bun from somewhere, it's not a Cambodian thing for sure. This place here is the Tits Kung Fu Kitchen. Really good Sichuan food, actually. Pretty authentic, but also has their own little spin on it. Kung Fu Kitchen in the future, later that night. Mapo tofu, shueju nu ro, crispy squid, some vegetables. That's crispy squid, some Curb Your Enthusiasm. Lots of Japanese food, lots of Korean food, all kinds of Western food, like burger joints and American barbecue, stuff like that. There's even a Brazilian steakhouse place. Sally here is becoming a good little spot for bars. There's bars, restaurants, and stuff down here, but there's the best craft beer places down here. I'll go show it to you. I don't think I'm going to be able to get through that way, so let's go down this way instead. That spot right there is the craft beer go-to place. It says right there, Amazing Time Craft Beer Heaven. That's the hello. That's the spot to go for craft beer. All kinds of craft beer in Phnom Penh. Really good stuff. Other than that, though, there's really not that much reason to venture into BKK1 if you're a tourist. You know, if you're going to a specific bar, if you're going to a specific restaurant, then come on down. Come on down! But otherwise, there's just no tourist attractions here. Some people will stay at the north end of BKK1, which is right across that major street, and then just walk into kind of the more touristy area. I don't know what to suggest, really. Depends what you're looking for. cheesy, hammy. Some mayo hiding in there too. That's good. So from here, I'm going a little further west. I'm going to cross over Praia Monivong Boulevard, and that's the divider between BKK 1 and BKK 3. There's literally a police car sitting in front of me. I'm afraid to take the mask down. I can't tell if anybody's in it. I'm sure they don't care. So I am in the BKK 3 area right now. This area, I would say, is mostly residential. There's some great restaurants, maybe a couple bars and cafes that are cool in this neighborhood. And this right here is called Noisy Chili Tap House. It's like a microbrew bar. It's owned by the Real Brewing Company, I think they're called. But the main reason a tourist would want to come here is that right there. That is the Toul Genocide Museum. This was once a school, and back when the Khmer Rouge took over, they turned it into a prison, and horrible things happened there. I did a tour of it like 10 years ago, and I can still remember some of the awful things that I learned about it. So I'm not going to get into all the details right now, but if you are a tourist and you want to learn a little bit more about the Khmer Rouge and all that stuff, then this is one of your stops. The other stop would be the Killing Fields, which is pretty far south of here. It's about a 30-minute drive from, I'd say, the Riverside area. Not the most pleasant things to learn about, but at the same time, it really gives you an idea of what this country has been through and shows you how incredible this place really is because it's gotten through all this awful stuff. And while probably the area where the Genocide Museum is doesn't sound all that nice to you, but the streets around it are actually quite pleasant. Okay, as you can see, there are shoemakers all along here. This is kind of where people go to get shoes made. Over here as well. So I gotta be careful. Well, BKK 1 is more expat-y, more foreign restaurants. This has got more local restaurants, and it's a bit more charming, I think. Okay, from here I am going straight south over Mao Zedong Boulevard, and as soon as we cross that road, we enter into Tompoung, which is known as the Russian Market. Well, this wasn't originally part of the tour, but I thought, what the hell, let's include it since we're here anyway. This is known as Schitt's Creek, Sewage River, Sewage Canal, Shit Canal. It's essentially an open sewage waterway. It does have a smell to it, and I feel bad for all these businesses around it because it's not very pleasant. I guess you get used to it. This thing runs all the way along here, up through BKK 3. But this is the Russian market here, and we're gonna go right to the market and we'll talk about it there. Goodbye, Shit Canal. Okay, I'm sitting in front of the market here, big huge market behind me. This area is obviously named after the Russian market, this market. It's a huge market. I haven't gone in there. I mean, 10 years ago I went in there and it was awful. It was dirt floors, it was like rat infested, but apparently it's changed a lot. I'm still trying to get over the rats I saw from 10 years ago. I don't like rats. Now I'm just paranoid about rats because they said the word rats a bunch. So, big market. I don't think it's the biggest in Phnom Penh. I think the central market's probably bigger, which is up by the Riverside area. Drove past it this morning. But this market is definitely worth exploring. Head into it with an open mind. Just go searching and see what you can find. Kind of rhymed. Yeah, other than that, this area does not have really any tourist attractions, but it does have a lot of great bars, great restaurants, probably the best in the city. As far as like variety, you get your local stuff, but you're also getting a lot of different, like any kind, just name a food. Name a food in the comments below, and I bet you I can tell you a spot to get that somewhere in the Russian market. If I can, I'll probably just delete your comment and just, I'll look like a hero, you'll look like a zero. Another rhyme. Damn, maybe I should just rap these videos. Sitting here in the Russian market, don't know why, but I got to That's the epitome of stupidity. So the Russian market is actually really popular with expats. A lot of expats live here. Not really a tourist area, like I said, but expats. I mean, we'll probably see a white person anytime now. Like any building you see that's tall, that is full of expats. Only expats live there, almost guaranteed. I forget what that one's called. I've been in it before though. It's kind of nice it's away from the tourism a little bit, because expats are better than tourists. We know the city, you guys don't. You guys can hang out in your places you think are cool, but we know where the real cool stuff is. And now I'm gonna show it to you. Let's go for a zip. See, I told you you'd find some white people. There's a goat here. This is a bar. It is called Long After Dark. It's a hot spot, secret hot spot. Great little bar, Australian owned. Cafe Wine O'Clock, great spot. I spent a lot of time there getting buy one get one free wine before 6. Got really good deli platters too. And this is 11-1 Kitchen. It's got some of the best Khmer food. If you want to try Khmer food but you're a little scared, this is a spot to go. Fresh salads, amazing stuff. And Uncle Mac's Diner, really good food here. We had all-you-can-eat steak. They do it every Friday. It's $10. Really good steak, tender, juicy, cooked to perfection over hot coals. And they do all-you-can-eat wings for $8 too. I guess I just forgot to push record and I just talked for like 10 minutes and got nothing. So I'm tired. I'm home, back home, and it was a long day, about 5-6 hours out driving around in Phnom Penh. It takes its toll on you. Cambodia, open for business. Come on over, no quarantine. Pack your stupid wheelie bag, wheel through the airport, running over people's toes, because f their toes. You shouldn't have to lift things.
Real men don't get the earth to help carry their luggage, mate.
Hope I didn't just insult the majority of my viewers. If you enjoyed my content, then please do something to support the channel. It's real simple. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. If you have subscribed, then hit the thumbs up, leave a comment. Whatever you can do that helps the channel out and gets more people watching and motivates me to make more, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of happy with my life right now. I don't really need more stuff to do. Sounds like a lot of work.
Take care, comb your hair.
Prefer when I'm by myself. I don't wanna hang around y'all. Pray for good health. One day I'm really gon' ball. Fuck around and buy the whole mall. Breaking that cake. Flexing 700 in the bank. Not a superhero, I don't save. Look at my face. Look at my grades. Don't match up, no love. Look at date. I just fade. When I hit the jack, you can keep the pie. Every night I gamble, I stop.